Hello there, YouTube. It's your boy Josh out.
It's your boy Tay.
It's another episode of Sports Talk 10 Josh, and this is our Week 11 Power Rankings. But before we get started, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, also leave a comment of So our Power Rankings goes like this. Simply put, we name our top five teams, and we name our honorable mentions, teams that didn't make the top five. Then we name our bottom three, which is the lowest of the low, bummy of the bums in the NFL. And we're going. So we're gonna start off. Did you want me to go first or you go first?
I think I started off last time, so yeah, you can start it.
All right. So my number five team, which took a huge drop, they've been declining like week after week. I'm gonna put Bills Mafia at number five.
Woo!
They just, they at the edge. They about to fall off the cliff. They. I'm gonna put
All
Bills
right,
Mafia at number five.
all right, for me,
Even though they took an L,
yes,
that Justin
it,
Jefferson catch was one hell of a catch. That was one hell of a
yes,
catch, bro. Yeah, so
yes,
that was a tough game, bro. Even though Josh Allen sort of blew it again,
yeah,
his
he
MVP
did.
race, his MVP run is declining right now, bro. It's falling before
two
our eyes, man.
two quarterback MVP races kind of took a dip after this week. I ain't even gonna say.
It's just taking the dip. I was like, Josh Allen. It seemed like it was his year. The way they was talking, I was like, well, first half of the season, he did look like he was gonna win
Yeah,
MVP. And I was
yeah.
like, he just been on a decline the last three games, bro. Like, so
Yeah.
all right.
My number five team, oddly enough, is not the team you think it is. I was back and forth between the two, but oddly, it is another AFC East team. But my number five team is going to be the Miami Dolphins.
Oh, okay, okay, all right. So you stole a little bit of my thunder. I have the Dolphins at number four. I have Dolphins at number four. 7-3, bro. They beat the Bills Mafia.
Yeah.
Two is back, recovering. I was like, nah, bro. Then they decided the Jeff Wilson, Jeff Wilson Jr. He balled
Yeah.
out his first game.
Uh,
Um,
yeah. I'm in
yeah, well, I'm gonna put the Dolphins at number four, bro.
I was stuck between three teams for real, for real, like as far as number four and five. Like I was stuck between three teams. I had Buffalo until like you said, that was like nah, Miami's just been killing it lately. So I
Yeah,
didn't.
Buffalo is that falling grace. They was at number
Yeah,
two,
yeah.
number three. They just keep dropping every week, bro. I had them like number two like 2 weeks ago. I was like, man, jeez, man.
We had him number two for like a good 3 weeks in a row,
Man,
and
people
then they
think I'm
just
a
started
Bills fan. I'm out here Bills Mafia, yelling Bills Mafia.
All right, my
All
number four
right,
team. Did you say number four? You said your number four is Dolphins. Okay, number four for me
Dolphins.
is NFC East team. It's going to be the New York Giants. Is my number four team.
Okay, okay. Very slept on team. Okay,
Yeah,
all
even
right.
though they, even though I'm a disclaimer, even though they schedule is cupcakes, don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted. But they still got a record. They still got a good record. So it's up to them to play the game. So I'm not going to discredit them because of their schedule. So they play the games, they win those games. So they're number 14 this week.
Mhm. And my number three team is
Number
a pretty
three,
tough team. Number three is pretty tough, but I think I'm
yeah,
going to move this team up.
you gonna move them
Number
up.
three, I'm going to go with the Chiefs.
You
Even
gonna go
though
number?
Patty Mahomes, yeah, number three. Oh,
Wow.
I'm going to give him number three. Number three, Patty Mahomes did ball out. He threw four TDs against the Jags. So
Yeah, I'm surprised you
yeah,
got up number
so
three.
I'm gonna put him at number three. It's gonna be a shocker. I
Disclaimer,
actually was gonna move a team down. I'm stuck
yeah,
because,
hey, bruh,
whew,
hey, just to let y'all know, disclaimer. We do not talk about power rankings. So the shock in my
because
face
I'm
right
stuck
now is
between
hilarious.
like two teams. Because one team lost their first loss. I don't want them to fall completely down. I'm just gonna
That
just
was
drop like one slot because they lost one game, the first
that was the
game of the
funny
week.
thing. But the funny thing is, that was gonna be my number three team. Was gonna be
Because
the
I'm
Eagles.
thinking I'm stuck between them. It's two teams. I'm stuck between number three. Oof. I might have to change my mind on this one. I might have to
You
put the
sure?
Eagles at number three. Yeah,
I'm
I'm gonna
gonna
put the
say,
Eagles at number three. I'm gonna
all
put the
right.
Eagles at number three
I agree
because
with
Pat
you.
Mahomes been balling out. So
Yeah,
and the,
that's
and
what
the
I'm about
Chiefs
to
been
say.
balling out. So I hate to drop a team just for getting one win, two slots. That's the only reason.
Yeah, but no, I was like, only reason
So
why look,
I put the Eagles at number three.
yeah. I mean, the only reason why I'm putting the Eagles number 3 is because of the loss. It's the loss and the way they lost. Like it was a shot to the on their own foot. There was a few missed calls here and there, but that
Mm-hmm.
shouldn't be no excuse. You still have many opportunities to at least win the game. So for me, number 3 is the Eagles. They had a hell of a run being 8-0. Eventually we knew it was going to be it was going to end at some point. Actually, I think oddly enough, shout out to the bros at TMS. I actually think I said it on their show on our, when we be doing our weekly joint with them. I think I said the Commanders was probably going to be one of our losses anyway, and sure enough, it's an even series. So yeah, number 3 for me is the Philadelphia Eagles as well. Even though I'm
Yeah.
still fly Eagles fly, but nah, they got to take a
Mm-hmm.
drop this week. They got to take a drop this week.
And my number two team. I'm
Mr.
stuck
Mahomes,
between one and two.
Mr. Mahomes. I'm sorry. Number 2 for me is Mr. Mahomes.
Don't miss
Even though
Mahomes.
he balled out. Don't
Four
get me wrong.
TDs. Because one and two, you can make an argument for either one.
Exactly. But one of them came off 2 crazy comebacks. So I have to go with that
I'm
Eagles number 1.
I'm I think number one, you got to go with the Vikings, bro. Number two,
Yeah,
I'm stuck between the Chiefs and the Vikings. Because you can make one argument for either one. Because
yeah.
Pat Mahomes having a hell of MVP caliber season.
But at the same time, the Chiefs are beating teams that they're supposed to beat, though. That's
But
like
but nah, Pat Mahomes is still putting up great numbers,
yeah.
and they still winning because
Right now, if we go up right now, like if the MVP race is right now based off the 2 losses from the Eagles and the Bills, Patrick Mahomes is leading right now,
nah, Pat Mahomes
MVP
is
wise.
ahead. Pat Mahomes is ahead of the MVP candidate because Josh Allen took a cliff dive. It
And then
got to be
Jalen
Pat
and
Mahomes. Pat Mahomes got to be on pace to win MVP right now.
yeah, and then what a bit like like we said before, or like it may not even say before, but from some people and even some reporters, they even had Jalen Hurts because of the undefeated season. They had him as MVP, but because he got that first loss
Yeah.
out the way now,
Mm-hmm.
Patrick Mahomes is number 1. He is
Nah,
the
but
number 1
Jalen
guy right
Hurts
now.
was in my top three MVP. He was in it was a three-man race. It was him, Josh Allen, and Pat Mahomes.
Yeah,
You can make an argument for either one, but now Pat Mahomes look right as of now. Things can change. As of right now, Pat Mahomes. So
yeah,
number one team, I want to say the Vikings. They beat the Bills.
Vikings. Yeah,
Hell of a
and they came,
catch.
and then they came back against, and then
Yeah.
they came back against the Commanders the week before. Like it's like they came back 2
That's
weeks
because
ago.
they're not playing no prime time games, and they got Kurt, my
They
favorite cousin,
really
with all
not.
the
They
jewelry
really
out
not.
here with the drip, the ice drip.
Yeah.
On my all
See
right,
the Cowboys. See the Cowboys might got a chance this week because they got a 4:25 game and not a 1 o'clock game, so they might got. But we don't know.
all right. So
Um,
let's get to our honorable mentions. I would say honorable mentions. I say the Baltimore Ravens.
yeah, Ravens. Even though they did take a loss, a terrible loss on it. For real. The Cowboys.
I'm gonna
Um,
say the Giants are
I
in my
say the
honorable mentions,
yeah, I say
and
the
the
Jets.
Jets,
Yeah,
both of the
Jets.
New York teams. I say the
Uh,
Titans. Don't
yep.
forget about the Titans. The Titans,
The
49ers.
49, the
You
49ers.
got to say the
Yeah.
49ers.
Do we want to put the Bucks in there? Do we want to put them in there?
Not
I know
really.
it's Brady, but I'm like,
I know even he is undefeated since the divorce. He 2
yeah,
and 0 since the divorce day.
yeah, but that division is trash. That's
2
the
and
only
0.
thing about
That's gonna be that's what one game above 500 going to playoffs in the NFC South. But
yeah.
trying to think of any other teams. I think we
I
said
mean,
most of the teams.
yeah, I mean, teams that's trending up is probably the Commanders,
The
uh,
Commanders, the Giants,
Giants. Yeah, it was the Packers,
the
but
Bucks. You gotta say the Bucks because they've been on
yeah.
like a 2 game.
Um, I think that's pretty much it as far as teams trending up because we had New England and Cincinnati was on bye week, so it's like, man, you know.
Mhm.
Maybe the Cardinals, but the Cardinals they playing better without Kyler Murray, which that's oddly enough. But I still wouldn't put them in no playoff hit. You know what I'm saying?
I want to say a team is trending, even though they don't have a great record. I would say the Lions for winning two straight.
Yeah, they have one
They
two
beat the
straight. That's
Packers and the Bears, division
yeah,
rivals. I'm not saying they're great, but I say they got a small trend.
yeah.
All right, I think that's it. So let's get to the bottom, the worst of the worst.
Uh,
Who is the worst of the worst? It got to be the Raiders. They lost this Saturday.
yeah. What they the 32nd team. There's no ifs and buts about it. They are the worst
Them,
team in the
I would
league.
say them, the Texans, the Panthers, probably like the bottom three.
Don't forget about them AEW Jaguars, bro. They
They
lost
three
like
and
four
seven
straight,
though,
but they
but
lost.
they 3-7.
They lost how many
They
straight?
three and
Like
seven.
four straight. They lost like four straight, bro.
Nah, man, I'm not putting it. It is by far the Raiders.
No, by far, no. The Raiders are the worst. Don't get me wrong. The Raiders are the worst. But
Raiders,
I'll say
this
Jack.
Raiders,
I'll say,
Panthers, Texans are the three worst teams in the league.
and let's not forget about them Saints. Them Saints too.
The Saints are bad, but they not bottom three.
I might have to go Jacksonville, Houston, and Vegas. That's my three.
My three is probably the Panthers. Mine is the Panthers, Texans, and the Raiders. If I had to
Because
put one.
the fact that these dudes lost four straight after being 3-3. I'm like, yo, what is like Trevor Lawrence is turning the ball over?
Oh no, they actually, if you look at it, their record actually should be much better than it is.
That's what I'm saying. Like it's a turnover. It's
They
turnover
actually
after.
might be up there with getting a wild card spot if they didn't blow a
If
lot
they
of their
yeah,
games.
exactly.
They're gonna get it together. They got a good coach, Doug Peters. They rebuilding that squad.
Yeah, yeah.
All
That's
right,
yeah.
I
That's
think that's it. I think that's the end of it. I think we're gonna end it here. Thanks to everybody for watching, and I want everybody on here name a top five honorable mentions. Also, name your worst teams too as well. Include them in there too. All
yep.
right, and make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, and we're gonna keep posting on a weekly basis, probably about 1 or 2 videos a week. All
Yeah.
right, peace and hair grease.
Peace and love, y'all.